Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We are here on the way to the Zundu because there is another dungeon in Heavensward that starts in their camp. Here with Vanu. The great Neverling warrior who chases the clouds from our land returns, like gentle zephyr wind. Vanu has plea, and hopes Neverling lends an ear. Zundu takes shelter from the Vundu storm by virtue of peace offerings and respect commanded by Zundu chief. Now though, the rains threaten to fall again. The symbol of chief's power is the great mask he wears. A mask that has grown old and worn. A chief who wears shabby mask is a chief who commands as much respect as a summer's day drizzle. Tribal mask is made from the scale of a Waukkeon, a giant sanuwa who nests in Neverreap, where the Vanu are forbidden to go. The wicked Vundu seek to hoard power and influence for themselves. They seize control of Neverreap and forbid poor Zundu from entry. But they cannot keep out the great Neverling who tamed the White. Go to Neverreap, Neverling, and snatch the scale of a Waukkeon from Vundu's evil clutches. Vanu will be your guide. He awaits you outside the village. Pray go swiftly, Neverling, and chase away the coming storm. And the unlock quest is all the way in the east of the map, in the northeast. Vanu waits for Neverling warrior, and Neverling warrior comes. Neverling braves Neverreap to retrieve a Waukkeon scale for Zundu. Tonu's heart flutters in the gentle winds of Neverling's kindness. Neverreap is sacred land to the Vanu, but Vundu come with their wicked ways and transform Neverreap into a tempest of terrors. Watch your tail feathers, Neverling. Yeah, and with that we unlock Neverreap. Looks pretty good so far. Talk to him again to get 5 Thunder Eggs. And with these Thunder Eggs you can activate these tornadoes once you have defeated the mobs here. Careful, tornadoes again. These are not friendly. These are hostile. This corner should be the best to fight a bunch of mobs here. And what happens when you get into the tornadoes? You fly and are momentarily stunned. And there's our first boss. Nunyenuk. However you pronounce that name. And there's his gimmick. It gets misty and you have to look for him. Oh, there is it. I wonder when I see these this move just now from Nunyan, if it looks kind of like one of Garuda's special attacks that you can learn as a blue mage. I wonder if this is an alternate point where you could get that, because Garuda only has it in extreme mode, and running EX with blue mage is, at least for me, not all that much fun. But what? Anyway, we are now officially in Neverreap. And the train. Careful with the Divine Vespa, those are B-type monsters. And if you know B-type monsters, you know they have Final Sting, the mother of all tank busters. You really don't want to eat that. And we already reached our second boss. Vanu, the Vundu shaman. A neverling dares defile our sacred isle. You will suffer the storm of Vanu's divine justice. And with his totem chant, he placed these totems on players somewhere and then creates this field. And when the totem is in the field and you don't carry it out, players can carry them out, right? They awaken and attack you. They become ads. Funnily enough, these wasps are not bees, yeah? You might think that from the name, but no. Careful with the water pillars. Not only do they give you permanent damage, they also make it really blurry. They really blur your screen, yeah? I mean... There's the Waukkeon. Together wind. That means he summons ads. And when he has these divine gales out, he becomes immune to damage and just wanders about the place. And if he walks into you, he does damage. So focus on the ads and get close, because now he pushes after he's done. Now there come tornadoes in addition to everything else. Whee. No. Don't bother. He's immune to damage right now. That's it already. It is a relatively short dungeon. And also not really difficult, in my opinion at least. Once you got that out, and you got all these gimmicks like the tornadoes flying over the place. I know in my first one I permanently stumbled into them. Just wee, wee, woo, woo, woo. I was just flying all the time in that first area. Anyway. Let's leave a dungeon and turn in our quest. Neverling wears the triumphant look of one who weathered the storm. You return from Neverreap with a Waukkeon scale, yes? This Vanu knows. There's the scale. Neverling bears the scale, and it is a mighty one indeed. Fashion a mask from this, and Zundu chief will command the authority of a furious storm of lightning. But that is not all Neverling accomplishes, no. Neverling chases the cruel Vundu from Neverreap. We turn halcyon winds to our sacred land. We Zundu are not like our cruel Vundu brothers. Gentle like a spring breeze, we welcome Neverlings with open arms. Zanu's heart is warmed by the gentle sunlight of your friendship. Promise us that you will remain a friend to the Zundu for the many seasons to come. And that's it for this dungeon quest and, yeah, this episode. Until next time, when we play more Final Fantasy XIV, I am Mace, and don't get lost.